Subscribers only. I need to put my MacBook up on something. Alright. So let's see how many subscribers we can get. Let's see how many subscribers. Mic check 1 2 1 2. A lot happened today. It was a great day. It was an amazing day, if you will. It's a great day. It was an amazing day, if you will. It's going dead per usual. Welcome to the live. Y'all gonna come in and subscribe, or what we doing? Just posted a new story time over on Patreon. To get access to that story time, you can subscribe here, or it's better to subscribe on Patreon because it's less. It's less over on Patreon. But as we get into it, I put out quality content. I think, there's some gems that I be dropping that I feel like should be for the subscribers only. A lot of the story times are kind of personal, and that's why I think people mess up, is they want to tell the story time while they're still in the story. I'm gonna give you the story time, and there's going to be um, not only notes to be taken, but a lesson to be learned. And that is the premise of Black Girl Say Something, is that you will learn a lesson when you subscribe, because essentially what I would like to happen is that I can't tell you the story while I'm in the middle of it. I'm very much somebody who can tell you the story after I've made it through it. So the story time that I just posted over on Patreon, you can subscribe there, or you can subscribe here. I literally just posted the story time. Here's my Patreon. The story time was just posted, right? I've talked to y'all. Thank you. I've talked to y'all about a number of things. One in particular, there's a playlist on my page called Surviving the Church. And so what I'm doing currently over on Patreon and here on TikTok, if you're a subscriber, you'll see those subscriber, it says sub-only videos on my page. I'm going more in detail because people do ask questions. Like, my email is in my bio, so people do email me and ask me questions. Also, as a subscriber, you get access to the chat, right? So not everybody who DMs me gets an answer, unless I'm following you. If I'm following you, I'll answer you back. If I'm not following you, unfortunately, I won't answer back. Because if that's the case, then that means I have to answer each and every, and a lot of it is scams. But with that being said, yeah, let me get some better lighting. TikTok say the lighting sucks. Is that lighting better or worse? Y'all tell me. Oh, okay, the lighting is better. Oh, the skin is skinning. Okay, get into it. I can do a shop live because the skin is skinning. Let me tell y'all what I used today. Because let me zoom in. I don't know what TikTok want from me, but what I want to tell y'all about, you could ask questions, really and truthfully, but a lot of it is, again, when we're talking about, I don't want to talk about creating content, because anybody, like I was just telling somebody, anybody can create content. I have my laptop here, so I'm doing some work. I just finished posting a story time over on Patreon, so you can subscribe there. But anybody, if we're being honest, anyone can create content. If you give a kid a phone, and they would create such candid content, if we're being honest. So anyone can create content, but what do you want the outcome of your content to be? And so for me, creating a subscriber only space is, we're going to learn lessons. We're going to talk. We can chat. There's a lot to be said once you get on the other side of story time. Check the playlist Surviving the Church, where I'm doing the story times over on Patreon, because these things have already happened, but there's a lesson to be learned once you get through the situation. I never understand the reason why somebody would come to the internet with a situation that they have no idea how they're going to get past it or get through it. unless you are genuinely bringing awareness. Now, if you aren't bringing awareness, or if you're not necessarily ready to leave whatever situation you're in, and I'm not talking about relationships, this could go for anything. This could be you coming to the internet to complain about your job. This could be anything, but we got to find place. Thank you for the likes. Join the subscriber community. You have access to a whole bunch of things over. You can subscribe here on TikTok or on Patreon. I just posted a story time. Again, I'm talking about protecting our children, especially our teenage children, right? As they're growing, as they're getting older, we want to be able to protect them. We can't protect them forever, but I think as parents, we should share our stories with our children. I've talked about that on YouTube. So I have so many places where you can see my insights and my takes. As a doctor of health science, thank you. As a doctor of health science, I see science in everything, research is in everything. And our ability to be like, okay, how do we protect our children beyond is to tell them your story. Tell them what you went through when you was their age. And I'm not talking about like, oh my gosh, I didn't have this, I didn't have that. No. What did you learn? For me, the best age between my sweet age between 17 and 23, which I did a story time on YouTube. The girls here on TikTok called it 19 theory. When I posted that video blew up because 19 theory, so many women recognized with that, and so many young women were in the comments saying thank you for that information, right? So we got to be able to share our stories post the story happening. Like, I think sometimes we share the story prematurely, and then we get jaded advice, or we get information that we don't deem to be we get jaded advice. I think we get advice that's not gonna help us get through the story. So yeah. Cause I motherfucking said so. Bitch, I'm getting money, I ain't ran out. Did she drop this song yet? Do y'all know if JT dropped the song yet? Because if she didn't drop the song yet, like she did with the other song, the little snippets kept going, kept going, kept going. And then when she finally did drop it, it was like, oh, that's the song? Hey y'all. So but yeah, thank y'all for coming in, joining, seeing. Any questions, comments, concerns. I post a variety of content, y'all. But the best way to enjoy the subscriber community is to join on Patreon, because the reality is, how long are we going to even have TikTok? I do post free stuff on Patreon as well. Um so joining over there is a great way to get access to exclusive, like I've been posting exclusive content for my podcast. My podcast is streamed through Spotify, Apple, and Spotify has a subscriber only community. So there's subscriber only podcast episodes on Spotify, right? There's subscriber only episodes on Patreon. You can check out the podcast over on YouTube. You can check out, like, there's so many different ways to check out and get free information. So, but I think what we have, what I was saying is the story time that I just posted on Patreon. I just edited it. I'll show it to y'all. Here it is. Okay. Check my playlist if you want more context. But the I have a playlist called Surviving the Church. There's not a lot of episodes in there. But I recorded an episode of the podcast. It airs an episode every Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can listen on Spotify, Anchor FM, Podvine. YouTube has a podcast feature. Apple, iHeartRadio, Amazon, Google Podcasts. Like, there's all these platforms where you can listen to podcasts every Friday. But here's the thing. I recorded an episode this Friday that just passed. Like, we just had came out the weekend, right? And I was talking about practicing what you want to be, but I was talking about why I don't expose my children to social media, to the internet, and all of that. And so some people were like, I've been talking freely about how adults and children coexist on a lot of these apps. And the problem that I have is that a lot of children think they're adults on these apps. a lot of people in general want to be content creators, but they don't know who they are. They don't identify, like, who they are online is not who they are offline. So because of that, that's why I don't expose my children to online. Welcome to the live. Thank you for liking the live. Because of that, that's why I don't expose my children to social media. And they have businesses. They have, my daughter just made what? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 18, 19, 20, 21. She just made 7 years in business. My son just hit 8 years in, no, not 8 years. He started his business. He just hit 5 years in business, and she just hit 7 years in business. So they have businesses, and I used to run their Instagram pages, their social media. But the older they got, the more I've recognized, and through my research too, I have a doctorate in health science. So through research, I'm like, you know what? I'm creating a digital footprint for them that it's not a negative digital footprint, but I want them to be able to create their own digital footprint. Like, those are the things that I think about for my children. So because of that, anybody want to? So because of that, that's why I don't expose them to online. So I'm saying all of that to say this: when we put ourselves in a position to not expose our children to online, we're not exposing them to the people that are our age, right? And so I have an episode. It prompted a memory because I'm talking about surviving the church, but surviving the church for me went way beyond what happened to me as an adult. I channeled it back to my childhood, and not like a little kid, like I'm like a big teenager, like 16 years old. And so that's the story time that I posted over on there, because again, there's people who watch you grow up and then they turn around and wait till you're 18, fresh 18, 19 years old, right? They're 20 years your senior, and they trying to take you out on dates or act like they're going to take care of you or do these types of things. It's a story that happens one too many times. So what do? We share these stories to be able to say, hey, check this out. Starting tomorrow, um, I will be dropping a series, because I asked about it and people was like, yeah, you should do it. You should do it. Start a series. I'm gonna start a series, advice to those in their 20s, as I'm exiting my 30s. I'll be 38 this year. And what advice would I give to my 28-year-old self? What advice would I give to my 18-year-old self, 17-year-old self? Like, the girls want advice. The girls that want it. The girls that don't. And that's okay too. But we got to be able to, having a daughter just meant for me that I need to be gentle to myself. Because I used to be that girl. I am still that girl. I'm healing myself every day from the things that I went through when I was younger, right? Moving forward, getting the help you need. Um, just taking note of who you really want to be and practice that every day. And it'll hold true to your heart. That's the reality of it. There's nothing else you can do other than practice who you want to be every day, and get the help that you need, and get the healing, and find the peace, and doing all the things. But sometimes when doing all the things ain't working, can y'all hear me? Yeah, sometimes when doing all the things ain't working, then what? You got to find peace. So we're looking for people that want to subscribe to the community, because I want to start making more subscriber only content. Hey, what is going on with this light? The skin is skin, and after a day at the beach, it's really been a doozy, but it looks good. No sunburn here, baby. Thank you. Oh, that's so cute. Um, yeah, so that's thank you. So I just posted a story time over on Patreon. Honestly, it's a good one. It's about 15 minutes if you have the exactly fresh air and water. Yes, if you have about 15 minutes, tune in to Black Girl Say Something over on Patreon. Just posted. Um, and I appreciate those that subscribe to the community. My goal this month was to get 8 new subscribers. So that's the June goal, to get 8 new subscribers over on Patreon. Every Sunday I've been dedicated to dropping. Thank you. I've been dedicated to dropping new episodes. Not necessarily, they're not episodes, they're more like story times. So sometimes they come in the form of a read, but now I have the ability to not only record, because I know some people like, I meet all the people's senses, right? I know yes, it definitely clears up the skin. I meet all of the people's senses. So I know there's some people who like to listen. So I have my auditory and I have my didactic for the people who like to read. So there's that. So yeah, subscribers only. Get into it. That's what we're gonna gotta push that like gotta push it. Push it, push it, push it, push it. Okay, so stay on page. Um Y'all gift up the live. I have posted. Is it posted? Yeah, it's posted. Next. I thought I posted it already. And save. Oh shoot. I gotta start it over. Um I thought it was posted already. I don't know why it didn't. Paid members only. Let me look on my phone. Oh God. Let's look at Patreon. Y'all, so what I did today was I was so energized when I came home from the beach that I did all the stuff I'm supposed to do tomorrow. And I got an email from a job, y'all. Ugh. FYI, I got an email. Yes. So, if you don't know by now, a regular job is not going to do what I needed to do. I'm either going to be in the teaching landscape, the curriculum landscape, or consulting landscape. Those are the 3 types of things. So, I got an email from a job, and it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting because they just pretty much was acknowledging that they received my CV. So the CV is the yeah, no, but like when I say I'm in between contracts and business deals, I genuinely do not think people understand what that means. Being in between contracts and business deals as somebody who's not a serial entrepreneur, I'm an entrepreneur. Like within my business, there's other businesses. So not only do I run my son's business, not only do I run my daughter's business, not only within my business of opticianry, there's other businesses. Like I do consulting, I do wellness plans, I write books, I write curriculum, like I sit on curriculum committees. Like all of those things are things that you do. The thing about it is in order to do them successfully, you have to have a bunch of them. You cannot just do one consulting job and think, okay, I'm paid. No, it requires you to have a lot of them happening. What happened for me was because I was a professor for almost now 2 years ago now. Like I left that today, it's June. It's been 1 year since I haven't been a professor, aside from what I created for myself, right? Because I took that, I slowed down on all of those things. That's not what I should have done. I should have continued those things alongside that. So that's what happened. And that was my first time taking a job. When I took that job in 2022, that was my first time taking a W-2 job. I haven't worked a W-2 job since 2022. I mean, since 2017. Yeah, since 2017, because I went full time into my business in 2017, April 2017. I went full time in the business. And so when you go full time in the business, people don't talk about how when you used to getting that money every day, and some days you might make 3,000, some days you might make 500. Some days you might make zero, but you can make that 5,000 stretch. You can make that money stretch because you know, okay, I ain't make nothing. But then I got a job and I ain't gonna lie, I got a little complacent because whether I did a lot of work or a little bit of work, just like unlike with the business, you know, you got to do a lot of work if you want to make a lot of money. And that's why I don't like when they sell entrepreneurship as a way to make ends meet for financial freedom, because entrepreneurship is not going to give you financial freedom. Thank you. Entrepreneurship is not going to give you financial freedom. It You got to work hard. Just like when I got the text to my phone the other day and the person is like, "What color you have left?" Like, what that even mean? So I'm like, "Hello, how may I help you? What brands and what colors you got? What are you talking about?" It don't pay the bills either. What don't pay the bills? Oh, look at my hair all slicked down, child. Yeah, being an entrepreneur is a lot of hard work, and you got to be able to uh have some stickability in this thing, right? You can't be like, "Oh yeah, this ain't working out, so I'm gonna just leave it." If you leave it, just know you better have a job too. So I was in business I started my business in 2013. I'm talking about the video. Oh, passion. Yeah, passion don't pay bills. What? Yeah, passion don't pay bills. No, I'm talking about when I got comfortable getting a job and it was like, oh, whether you do a lot of work or a little bit of work, you're getting a check every 2 weeks, right? A check every 2 weeks gonna make it do what it gotta do. But if you're a business owner and you handling business correctly and you're paying yourself every week, not every week every check is gonna be the same, because now you putting your business in debt to make sure you paying yourself 10,000 a paycheck. Like, you can't do that because your business got bills. You got the phone bill, you got the internet, you got all these different things you got to pay, all these business expenses. So the harsh reality is you got to be able to know how to level up. I think a lot of people go into business thinking that business is going to make them a millionaire. No, the business is not going to make you a millionaire. The business, the business, you got to just know how to maneuver in business, right? So within my business of Top Notch Eyewear, there's other businesses. I do consulting. I do all these different things. So I say all of that to say, I say all of that to say this, that when we figure out, also major plug, subscribe to the Patreon. Just posted a story time. Um, Let me finish posting it because I'm running my mouth and I don't know. Let me just leave the page. Leave this page. It'll go into the draft. Yes. Close me all the way. My bad, y'all. Wait, what was that? A rat. Use the cold press. You enjoy the beach earlier. Wait, that was earlier. Yes, the beach was beaching. It was nice. Child, it was good. I posted a video. Y'all gotta go see what happened. This man was out there selling drinks. I'm thinking he's selling drinks. He trying to outdo the Spanish people. And it's like, you cannot outdo you cannot. I don't know why these people be trying to be outdoing the immigrants. Yeah, I don't know why these people be trying to outdo the immigrants. So this man was trying to, let me tell y'all what happened. So they don't like us, but they want to be like us so bad. Yeah. So Spanish might be out there. He's selling margaritas, mangoes. I ain't buy none because I ain't had no $20 for no margarita, and plus it was too hot to be drinking. So I'm out there, I'm drinking my water, and as it started to get packed, people is coming closer and closer. It's funny because I'm like, dang, when I look at the pictures, it looked like it was just us at the beach. When I look at pictures at the end, it's a lot of people at the beach. Anywho, so he like, oh, margaritas, mangoes. So this white man walk up after the fact. The people across from us, they bought one of the margaritas. I think they was like $20. Even though Papa had told me that was 15, he told them 20. Anywho, so this man walk up. I don't know. It's something about this kind of person walking on the beach saying, "Do you want to buy a drink?" I don't know. It just give very much you finna drug me and take and kidnap me. It just gives that something in my eye. So he like, oh, he said margaritas. Would y'all like some margaritas? It's like very, I don't know, something about it. And he looked dirty. And he ain't have, Papa walking around with the little, y'all know the cake pans that you could clink them like this. He walking around holding it like that, and he got the mangoes in there in the cup. And he like, do you want tahini and stuff like that? What people put on mangoes? And then he have like these Capri Sun pouches, holding them like this. He got a bunch of them, and he was selling margaritas. So this man, he don't have no nothing. He not holding nothing in his hand. He just got on a book bag. Listen, girl, he just got on a book bag. And so it's already sketchy. So he gonna go to the other people who he perceived them to be white, but they were Spanish people. He gonna go to them and he was like, "Oh, y'all, how much y'all pay for those?" They was like $20. He was like, "Oh, well, I could tell y'all gonna love mine. You need to be selling hand soap and wash." Yeah. He was like, "Oh, y'all gonna love. I swear by these drinks myself. These the best drinks ever." I don't know if I did. Let me go see if I posted the video because I gotta show y'all where he pulls out his bag. Let me go to Black Girl Say Something. Um, Black Girl Say Something. Let me show y'all what this man pulls out his bag. Oh, I didn't post it. Did I not post it? I didn't post it. I gotta go post that and come back. Yeah, I got video proof because I got one in the house. So the man was like, "Oh, I swear by these drinks. I swear by these drinks." So he like, yeah, he started naming. I got Bahama Mamas because the Spanish man only had mango margaritas. He like, oh, I got, what's the word he said? He said I got Bahama Mama, Blue Long Island. He started naming all. He said I got Bahama Mama, Blue Long Island. He started naming all the different. To myself, them ain't margaritas. I don't know what that is. Look at this now. Thank you. Guess what? He pulls out the dailies. Y'all know the dailies, the ones you put in the freezer. Guess how much he was selling them for? If I tell y'all he trying to outdo the Spanish man, if the Spanish man was selling mango margaritas, homemade big pouches for $20, how much y'all think he was selling them his dailies? Y'all know what the dailies is? The dailies mixed drinks. I got the video in my phone. He's trying to outdo him to get them to buy it from him. Y'all see how much them is? Do y'all see? Get out of here. Yes, he was selling those for $10. I can't even make this up. He like, oh, how much y'all pay for those? They like, da da da. He say, he started pulling them out his bag. I got this. He said, I got Blue Long Island. I got uh Blue Long Island. He started naming the flavors. The reason why I have video proof is because I made a video about it once I got home. Cause I'm like, damn, I feel like we got something at the crib. So now I'm being messy. I say to the other Spanish people that bought from the Spanish man, because you know them, they stick together. Them people, they stick together. If it was a black and a Spanish and a white, they're gonna buy from the Spanish, all for real, every time. So he like, I said to them, I said, how much he selling those for? He was like $10. I said, that's crazy. He was like, yeah, they sell them in the store. He trying to sell us drinks that he bought from the store. He's selling them for $10. Then no, I'm talking about the Spanish people. But yeah, you know, I saw somebody say like LA, what did they say? California is Mexico. South Florida is Cuba. Everybody had they look quirks. But yeah, so he was like, oh yeah, we Cuba Libre. So he like, yeah, he started pulling these out his bag, y'all. That's why he wasn't walking around with them, because they was gonna melt. And when I say he had a little book bag, he saw four of them. If I could tell y'all the truth, you know what I'm thinking? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. It was five Spanish people sitting right there. He was trying to sell off them five real quick. He said, Sockbox said, not boule. He was trying to sell them five real quick to make him a hot little $50. Cause he only spent, cause they usually like 2 for $4. They like 2 for $4. And I've seen them for $1 at Publix. So I'm like, he's so slick. Anywho, I thought that was funny to see at the beach. But I was like, you could do anything and you could be anything anywhere, and you just gotta have some hustle about yourself. But see, the thing about it is, do y'all be seeing the lives of the people picking the strawberries and stuff like that? Sometimes I see them on live picking cabbages, and I see them on live picking kale and stuff like that. And I think about the fact that they say that people of those descents are taking all the jobs, but the reality is those are the people that's gonna do the jobs, right? And it's only once those jobs become popular, then they move the goalposts. And now, guess what? They want the jobs too. Them jobs become popular. If they could find a way to make those jobs more convenient and more fun and more liberating, or or something to change the status quo, then more of those people will want those jobs. Because I think about the fact that we frequent the beach regularly. Like, y'all seeing me frequent the beach on TikTok, but I ain't just start going to the beach. Like, there's content in my phone going back to 2017. Like, the beach sees us regularly in the summer, whether it be in the country or out the country. Oh yes, and eating clay pots. Yeah. So whether they once they start to, oh, what I was saying was, because that man is on the beach, those people on the beach, something that's very native to here is like when you go to the Bahamas or you go to Jamaica or you go to Mexico and you go to the ports. Like, say you take a cruise, because that's what I'm gonna talk about right now. Say you take a cruise and you go to these different islands. The people is there hustling, they're selling. The kids are out there hustling. The kids are out there selling. The beach is here and I was explaining to somebody, the beach here, there's a strip. That beach could take you from the bottom of Florida to the top of Florida. There's a street that could take you from the bottom to the top, and that would give you all of the beaches on the coast that we have, right? All of them is practically the same. Give or take, you always gonna see somebody of an island descent with their hustle bag. Whether they selling sunglasses, they selling t-shirts, they selling beach towels, they selling umbrellas, they selling drinks, they selling fruit. They're going to be selling something to get the people, to give the people what they need. Raincoats. As somebody who was, I remember, I'll never forget, story time. I'll never forget, I was in the club on a Valentine's Day with this girl who sold jewelry. And we came up with a plan to go to Dollar Tree and buy all the roses, chocolate roses. We bought chocolate roses. We bought regular roses, not from Dollar Tree. The roses wasn't from Dollar Tree, but like the flower man on the corner. And we bought the roses the day before, so they wasn't like inflated price. So we bought probably 10 dozen roses. No, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. When roses was cheap, I spent $50 on roses. So I got 10 dozen roses, 50 balloons, because what we had came up with, she was also a bartender. The plot that we came up with was I would put in $100 and she would put in $100, or was it 50 and 50? Whatever it was, we end up spending a total of $100. It probably was 50 and 50. We end up spending a total of $100. And on Valentine's Day, I end up going to the club where she bartends. And while I was at that club, my phone going dead. While I was at that club, guess what I was doing? I was selling flower grams for $15. So you get a rose. No, two things to that. For $15, you could get a rose and a chocolate, or a rose and a balloon. And if you wanted all three, it would be $20. We was doing that on Valentine's Day, and I sold out. And this not no long time ago. This would have been, I had my son already. So this would have been like 2015, 2016. When did I meet her? 14, 15. This might have been 2016. Okay. So the hustle be hustling. Ben, you really trying it. You must be new here. I came out the womb hustling. Okay. I came out the womb hustling. So that's the reality. So like when I talk to people about you ain't got no choice. Yeah, you ain't got no choice but to be a hustler. So when I think about the fact that, case in point, while I was in that same club selling them candy grams or whatever, mommy was in there. She was selling one rose for $20. Niggas buying it. So I had to, because after a while, yeah, parents don't be giving you nothing. Look, my mama ain't gave me nothing since I was 17. Okay, 17. So I the hustle been there. Like for me, I always was like, how can I do better? How can I be better? How can I? And it wasn't for a lack, it wasn't it wasn't for a better, it wasn't from a place of lack, it was from a place of disappointment. Ooh. My tenacity to like hustle, and I'm not a subscriber of hustle culture either, right? Because when she came to me with the idea, I'm gonna tell y'all this. The one thing about me when it come down to doing the things, and that's why I won't always. That's probably why I'm having a hard time finding work too, is because these jobs want you to forego your life to work for them, and I can't do that right now. I got a daughter that I gotta make sure she doing well in school. I gotta take her hither and thither. I got a son. I gotta make sure he doing what he gotta do. I gotta keep them on a routine. I can't depend on somebody to make sure that they doing the routine that I put in place for them. I can't do it. So when I say I'm in between contracts and business deals, guess what? When you are in between contracts and business deals, the reality is I create. When I say I think when people hear me say I'm in between contracts and business deals, they think I'm using some sort of manifestation tactic. It's never about the manifestation tactic for me. It's about the fact that I know if I'm in between contracts and business deal, if I'm going to secure a contract, the contract is on my terms. That's the only reason why I be saying that. Saying I'm in between contracts and business deals keeps it in my terms. Hello. What's going on here? So that's why I don't and you a homeowner with yeah, homeowner. Have y'all ever watched my YouTube? I have a YouTube video called Homeowner Chronicles. And I think one day I'm gonna do a story time because I see like these programs are coming back around because it's that time of the year. Y'all be mindful. The programs are coming back around, like if people want to buy a house, but it's like, who could afford a house now? I think about that every day, where I think about, if somebody is the same age as me and they don't own a home, I don't feel slighted in the sense, in a way that, like, oh, why they don't own a home. Like, you got to have your own place. You got to be doing something for yourself. You got to be, you know, but I don't feel no kind of way, because you practically got to make 300,000 just to own a house. Who's making that? Unless you come from family money, like, who's genuinely making 300,000 a year from one source of income too? Because I don't need you to be no triple double platinum hustler, like, which is crazy, because if you have all those hustles, like, how are you gonna have time? She said Kim Kardashian. Yeah, but she come from that. Her mama, her manager. My mama barely managing her own life. So there's that. Who's making 300,000 a year from one stream of income, like one a regular person, and her daddy was a lawyer. Yeah, and then she go to law school. I'm looking to back to school, and I would like to go to law school. Whole time I gotta pay to secure my seat, put the application together and everything. Gotta pay to secure the seat. Come on now, it don't pay to be broke. It don't pay. It's expensive to not have the funds. Okay, so, but yeah, what I was telling y'all. Yeah, it's. I hope that works out for you, because fighting for an estate can take so long. And it's like, by the time you get through it, do you even want to be bothered with that foolishness? Yeah. Yeah, by the time I'm going through federal courts now. Oh my God. That's tough. That is tough. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll work out. But it's like, yeah, I know my mom had to go through that with my great aunt. My great aunt don't have any kids, but my great aunt also raised her, and my brother did something so snake to become the, what is it? What's the word called? Not the executor of her estate. To, like, get custody of her. And so when he did that, he ended up not being able to get custody of her. Catch 22 on his part. He ended up not being able to get custody of her. And so because he couldn't get custody, um, and he tried to snake it by not including my mom, um, she became ward of the state. And so my mom had to do all this twisting and turning to get her back. And then he gonna move to Texas. And was like, oh, if you want me, come find me. Ran off on the plug. Y'all know that one TikTok sound. If you want me, come find me. Surviving the church. Yeah, so just posted that to Patreon. Um, but yeah, so what I was saying, about the hustlers don't stop, they keep going. What I was saying about hustling, so these jobs, when they say that the immigrants are taking the jobs, it's only because the jobs that they have, they really want them, but they're not glamorous enough, right? They haven't been glamorized. So I think about the fact that how this man was on the beach, and I'm not going to say he looked dirty. I'm going to say he looked like he shouldn't have been out there hustling. I'm calling him dirty because that's just me insulting him. That man did not look dirty. That man did not look like he needed to be out there hustling. That man looked like he just literally left from Target with them Daily's drinks, trying to upsell them. I could respect the hustle, but the least he could have did was repackage them or something. Like, take them out the bag, repackage them, and sell them if you can't make the drinks yourself. And so the guy that bought the drink from the Spanish guy was telling me, he was like, yeah, there used to be a guy out here. He have his liquor license and all that. He'll make the drinks right then and there. I say, yeah, a lot of the rules over here done changed to deter people from doing those certain types of things. Even though I knew who the guy who he was talking about, the guy will always be out there. I say probably gonna come out here later because a lot of the liquor license rules and stuff on the beach have changed, and that was to deter away who? Black and brown people. Yeah, say it with me. Because we used to have Urban Beach Weekend. People will flock to Miami for Memorial Day. For Memorial Day weekend, what? Yeah, Memorial Day weekend, and they would call it Urban Beach Weekend. Now it's called the All American Great Weekend or something like that. Ain't nobody coming here for that. And it was up until last year because I'm a business owner and I'm very business minded. I think about the fact that people who had slingshot businesses went out of business. A lot of bars went out of business because they was like, but Memorial Day was where they would look to get the most money. I think they give enough privilege. Yeah. Memorial Day is where they would make the most money. As somebody who used to be like going down to the beach on Memorial Day to flip a coin, yeah, you could be out there selling sunglasses, selling something, right? Sunglasses, water bottles, whatever. They changed the rules. So a lot of people, I know somebody who owned a slingshot business, they literally went out of business last year because of the new rules they enforced for Memorial Day. Notice after this, notice after that, no parking garages. I was shocked to see they still got best of the best down here. Yeah, that's probably gonna be the last of it. That's probably gonna be the last of it because when that's gonna end, we just had what Goombay. They ain't make no big deal about that because again, I don't know. I don't know why, but I don't know. I really don't know why. Honestly, I think it's just them wanting to deter black turn young people from having fun. And also too, the police power, like a lot, like I don't want to say there's a police shortage, but they want to have so much power over the people having fun. It's like let them people have fun. They ain't bothering nobody. Nobody don't be dying at Urban Beach Weekend. But then they call it something else. What the people be doing up in Daytona, and they be coked out, smoked out, choked out, off the chain. So yeah, what time is it? It's time for me to go to bed. And my phone going dead. I don't have too much of a busy day tomorrow. Yeah, they be wilding up there in Daytona and West Palm too. And oh no, the Keys, the one in the Keys. What are their Freak Week, whatever they call it? They be off the chain. What does even mean? Yeah, they be wilding up there. So I just know at the end of the day, I'm in between contracts and business deals because contractually I ain't signing nothing if it ain't on my own terms. That's it. Like that's all that's the post. I say I'm in between contracts and business deals. Yes, that is my affirmation because I'm only signing contracts that's on my own terms. My hand is going I'm only signing things that's on my terms. So that's what I'm looking forward to this week. What are y'all looking forward to this week? What are y'all looking forward to this week? I'm not looking forward to no job or no job interview because these people want to take you on. I I closed out an application because they decided they wanted to tell me what they cycle of interview process is. I don't even want that job. There's no reason for y'all to give me 6 interviews. There's no reason. I don't care how much you're paying. 6 interviews is a little over. It's a little overstimulating for me. I'm already overstimulated. It's not that much get to know me, interview me in the process of whatever. And put my eye cream on and take my butt to bed. I'ma holla at y'all. That's a red flag right there. Yeah. Is 6 interviews? Oh, okay. I'm good up off y'all. I don't want it. Plus teaching demonstration and a panel interview. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah, just keep the job. There's a lady I follow, Angela. She say, people be like, they applied to so many jobs. She said, how are y'all applying? Oh, now I got all these people wanna subscribe to my LinkedIn. What y'all doing here? Where y'all coming from? Did y'all enjoy the talk the other day that I did with Black Nurses Week? That was amazing. It was a good talk. It was good. It'll be uploaded to YouTube next week. Cause I have a bunch of content premiering on YouTube this week. So I'm trying to do this. I was like, I post every day to YouTube. I don't know about nobody else. I post every day to YouTube, but this is gonna be the first time in the summer months where I'm having a video post every day. Y'all see my gag city, Nicki Minaj. It's like I needed something a little bit more silkier than the bonnet, so I started wearing this. Shit, I bought it for I don't remember how much I bought it for. But hell, I got to use it. It was just a part of decoration. Um, I haven't had a facial in a while. I need a facial. Oh, so something interesting that me and my family are going to do is everybody chose a topic and we're going to present it to each other. Of course, mine is going to be, well, I'm not going to tell you what mine is, but um my son, he's going to do how to feel your feelings. My daughter is going to do how to be yourself. This is going to enhance public speaking skills, creativity, and knowledgeable teaching and engaging. Um, Somebody else is doing, I think, camera basics 101 and budgeting and real life finances 101. And I'm doing what y'all think I'm gonna do if you're not new here. And it's not racial disparities in healthcare, which would be interesting nonetheless. I think that would be a great topic. No, I'm not doing healthcare as politics. Ha ha. The hell they want to know that for? Social media. No, wrong again. Now you finna get the buzzer. Now I got to give your ass the buzzer. Come on in here. Bring that in. Yeah, let me see where it's at. Sound effects. They done moved it. You finna get oh, they ain't got the. That's definitely not it. Guess again. You gotta guess again. Oh, my phone finna down. Y'all. Oh, my phone finna down. Y'all. How to run. Now you're gonna get cussed out. Now you're gonna get cussed out because you're trying to be too funny. I gotta take this microphone off. It's making my phone go dead, and my phone is on 2%. So I'm gonna get up out of here. Till next time. Subscribe to the Patreon. Do all the things. Click the links. Whatever. I got a video I gotta go post. Let me go do that, and I'm put my phone on the charger. Holla.